5-0 day yesterday. I have another hits list, a home runs list, streaks I'm following, and the recap from yesterday. Let's get at it. Welcome to Make It Take It. I'm DC. Shout out to Christopher Kemper from yesterday, recognizing his Attaining the Supreme shirt. That means a lot to me because that's one of my favorite albums of all time. You know, I wear a lot of band shirts. I post albums back on my walls. So that was a cool comment. If you want to talk that ever, throw that down in the comments if you want to talk music. C-Cal made a good suggestion yesterday. He had said to post odds more often. And I do like to post odds and where I find the best line for my picks. I try to do that as much as possible. Sometimes I get talking and I forget. But I suggest keeping multiple sports books so you can shop around and find the best lines, especially on player props. Makes a huge difference if you plug in your parlays, plug in your player props. Sometimes you get a lot of extra money on one book as opposed to the other. And sometimes on totals, you get a whole extra half a run, sometimes a full run when you're doing totals. So keep multiple sports books. I keep 7 or 8 funded at all times for that reason. Yesterday, 5-0. Vlad Jr. Soto hits parlay came out. Boston, Tampa Bay NRFI came out. The Marlins won. The Marlins game went over. And the Reds rounded it out on the later game. That makes 108 and 81 so far this season in the MLB. All the details are down in the description if you check it out. I have a breakdown of the 108 and 81 record. I update it daily. I keep meticulous records. And I break it down by totals, Runlines, Moneylines, hits parlays, and I've been doing home run props recently. I keep that in its own separate category because, of course, I put about a quarter unit of my regular bet on the home run props because they usually pay +$300, +$400, and I have some value home run finds today. First, I'm going to get into my plays. So tail or fade any of my plays. I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. I'm not trying to convince you guys to take any of these. These are what I'm taking. So if you see a problem with it, throw it in the comments. Also, if you have any other plays that I'm missing, throw it in the comments. Cubs at Colorado. Imanaga against Michael Lorenzen. I love to fade Michael Lorenzen at this point of the season. And I love to fade streaks. The Cubs have lost 8 in a row. Well, they failed to cover the run line in 8 in a row. And Colorado took game 1 here. Colorado also has 6 YRFIs in a row at home, but I am not going NRFI on a Michael Lorenzen game. I'm staying off the first inning prop on that, but I'm taking the Cubs on the run line. They're -115 pretty much everywhere, but the best line I found was -111, and that was on FanDuel. Boston, Tampa Bay. Jake Bennett against Rasmussen. We know Rasmussen's usually one of the top pitchers that Tampa Bay has to offer, so we have this total down at 7.5. Both of these teams have gone under 5 in a row, and they've gone under 5 in a row head-to-head against each other. I bought the half a run down to 7, and I went over 7. Boston, Tampa Bay. I say we fade those under streaks. We get some runs today. Rasmussen can get hit sometimes. You know, he's not untouchable. But Jake Bennett, young pitcher, we'll see what happens. Thought it was interesting that the White Sox have 6 run line covers in a row against Atlanta. Win or lose. They lose by 1. Sale against Davis Martin today, though, so I'm not going against Chicago here. I really like Davis Martin, as a lot of us do. But otherwise, I would like to get into that. We'll see what happens today. Go into tomorrow with it. St. Louis at Mets. Austin Warren's going for the Mets, so it looks like they're doing a bullpen game against Palante for St. Louis. St. Louis has won 5 games in a row straight up. They have 3 wins head-to-head against the Mets, and they beat the Mets 5 out of the last 6. They shut them out yesterday. I think the Mets get their bats way back going today, and they win on the pretty short money line, -130 for the Mets to win at home. I found the best line again on FanDuel. Looking at hits parlays, I like to take players that have gone 3 games or more without a hit, combo them together for a hits parlay just to get 1 hit each, usually plays in the plus money. Yesterday I had Vlad Jr. and Soto paid plus 108 for me. And today we have Rafael Devers has gone 3 games, Willie Adames 4 games, TJ Rumfield 4 games, Jeremy Pena 3 games, and I like all of their matchups. I'm going to go Rumfield in Colorado, and Jeremy Pena is going to be my hits parlay today, each one of them just to get 1 hit. I like their matchups, and then I go into the home runs. Again, I've been doing home run props a little bit lately. 0-1 so far. I only took 1. But I see a lot of hidden value today. And I'm telling you, because I like to go against Michael Lorenzen. We have Michael Lorenzen going in Colorado today against the Cubs. And we have a lot of nice home run hitters for the Cubs. I was looking at Suzaki. The best one, I think, though, I threw down on Ian Happ. He has 2 lifetime home runs against Michael Lorenzen in 10 at-bats. So if he pitches to him and he comes at him, I like Ian Happ. I went him for a home run. I think there's some value on Salvador Perez today. I looked at Juan Soto. But my other one that I took was Schwarber, the left-handed bat in Toronto. Scherzer's going for Toronto today, and Schwarber has 2 lifetime home runs in 17 at-bats against Scherzer. We know Scherzer's lost a lot of velocity on his pitches, and he's the kind of pitcher who'll want to go at Schwarber, I think. So I say Schwarber gets some nice big pitches, and we see those big eye swings, and Schwarber hits one out in Toronto. So Schwarber and Ian Happ I have for home runs. I have Rumfield and Pena in a hits parlay. I have the Mets money line. I have the Cubs run line, and I have the over in the Boston-Tampa Bay game. Those are my plays for the day, guys. Let me know what you think about my plays, what you think about your plays, what you think about music or Shelter or any bands you want to talk about. Throw them down in the comments. Christopher Kemper, what else you got? Thank you for watching. Good luck today.